What's up, everybody? We back with another message, another video. Thank you to all my new subscribers and future new subscribers. You know we do nothing here without God, because everything is spiritually led by God over here. We cover the world from a spiritual and physical aspect to get the raw, real, and uncut answers. So anything you hear, anything you see in these end times, may you test the spirits, aka take the words and visuals back to prayer with God, as there are many Decepticons running around these end times sent from the enemy. Had that strong, close, and personal relationship with God. Good, great, awesome. And if you are interested in that one-on-one Discord call, the information is in the comment section pinned there and in the description down below. Good, great, awesome. All right. So God is saying today, let go of the resentment that you have towards those that treated you wrong. Listen, and God has had to get me together on that too. People will call you crazy, family, friends, they won't understand you, they will give you looks. All these things will build up over time because you feel like nobody understands you. You ask God, why do people treat me this way? Like, well, I don't understand, but it's because they have that ignorance of the word and what's going on in the world. And the Lord will show them, using you and through you, the truth. The same ones that cause you crazy are going to be the same ones that come to you. You understand? But see, you can't hold on to that resentment. You can't, because you can't take that with you into the new season. Not what will God want to bless you with. Because those same people you might have to help. And I'm going to give y'all some transparency. Y'all know my journey when it comes to my family. Me moving in silence, and I'll explain to y'all certain things with my parents and whatnot. I have a great relationship with my parents. I do love my mom and my dad. I know that they care for me. I know that I have friends that care for me. I know that the family do. But just because they don't understand me, it doesn't mean that they don't necessarily care about you. The enemy works through people. And it's unfortunate, but God is in control of your situation. And the reason you went through that is because you had to suffer. You had to endure just to be stronger, to be able to take on what God is bringing you into. Because the enemy is going to come at you a lot harder when you move up. You can't be blessed and not receive the lesson. I remember recording with y'all with that situation with my mom. It wasn't her, but it was the enemy working through her. And it was tough, but I had to progress going forward. And I was mad in conversations with my mom and my dad. I was ticked off. But, the Lord had to get me together and tell me to let go of that resentment. And why? Because they care about you. They just don't understand. But they going to see through you. Okay? You got to remember how they treated Jesus. They killed him. And he came right back. So, people not going to like you for preaching the word. They're not going to understand you. Your own family might be enemies to you in the moment. Because the enemy's using their insecurities, their depression and anxiety. He's using all of that. Okay? God have you where you at for a reason. You can't hold on to that resentment. And it will all work out for the greater good for you. And for me, the Lord asked me for people that's worried about their parents or their brother, sister, kids going to hell. You know what the Lord asked me? He said, do you think your parents deserve to go to heaven? And I told him, I said, absolutely, because what they did was taught me about you, and I'm blessed because my parents, my dad always used to tell me, ask God for anything. Go to God. You're going to have to work for it, but go to God. My mama always used to say, pray to Jesus and stuff like that. Okay? So I know based on their actions and how they've helped people and how they've carried on, that they are not just good people, but they have a form of a relationship with the Lord. They just don't understand the relationship aspect as far as the impossible and stuff like that. They don't get it, and I understand that, and I've had to come to terms with that they don't understand me. And one day last week, was it a couple of days ago? Yeah, I want to be transparent, y'all. I have my moments too. I told the Lord I was really feeling some type of way. I said, I'm so tired of having to do things the way that I do it because people don't understand me. I said, Father, do you know that don't nobody even know me? They don't even know who I am. You know what I do. And I have to be silent about it. I said, this is ridiculous and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of having to carry on this way. When is this going to stop? I told y'all about me feeling disconnected from family, but the Lord got me together and says, you know what? Your friends and your family care about you. Just because they don't know who you are now doesn't mean anything as far as how they feel about you. They care about you. So remember that they care about you. Remember the things people have done for you. And you know what I told him? I said, if you end up erasing everybody from my life, like as far as like I didn't know them, I probably wouldn't even care. Because that's how tired I am of it. But he said, cut that out. You just saying that because of your current situation and how you feel. And he says, they care about you. They going to see who you are. And you going to be able to help them. And it's funny, days later, my mom comes in and talks to me. And, we had this good conversation. And, the Lord was letting me know she going to come to you. They going to come to you. It's a step in the right direction. But as much as, we always share the negative things that happen to us, but there are a lot of positives about my parents. They really have been supporting of me, and I know that they care for me and love me a lot. So the enemy will actually make you resent people, and I accept that people don't understand me. I accept that there will be people who won't get me. I get it now, but God had to show me. I don't hate them. I'm not mad at them. I just don't like what spirit is trying to use them and through gateways or, confusion or try to make them feel some type of way. I have to cover them as well. And that's what I do. And I'm thankful for the Lord giving me the power to do that. The ability, all of us, the ability to cover other people when they don't know, to help them get to where they need to be. And so, I was happy that the Lord asked me that question on my parents going to heaven, because I'm like, yeah, they do have a relationship with you. They just don't understand a lot of things. But that's okay because they know you. I mean, they know of you. They can get to know you better. And it gets on my nerves because they both gifted. God be giving my mama spiritual feelings and stuff. My dad would play with God in his sleep when he was a kid, and because he didn't really have a solid father figure. He asked God for a son, and the Lord sent him a blue jay and stuff like that. So I'm like, I said, Dad, why, when I tell you this stuff, you look at me like I'm crazy, but you just told me that. Dad, I'll be ready. I said, I hope God hit you upside the head with the Holy Spirit. What's wrong with you? But it's moments like that I love, I've learned to accept and kind of laugh and say, wow, that's kind of silly. But they have him in some way. And my mom walked in the room today and she said, new levels equals the new enemies, like new devils, new enemies. I said, what the heck? Why that's not a coincidence in my current life? It's a process, and people will understand you. You just got to let God move and be obedient, and don't hold that resentment, because the devil will try to turn you bitter. I know that people aren't treating you the way that you should be treated, or giving you that type of thank you for helping and taking care of the family and being there. I know how that makes you feel. The Lord sees it. But it doesn't matter, because those same people are going to see you in a public sense. The Lord is going to publicly honor you, and you're going to get all the thank yous and honors. The Lord is going to set that stage up, that spotlight up for you. All right? So be obedient and keep walking, and do not hold resentment, because it will hold you back from the blessing that God has for you. Don't let the enemy open that gateway to get to you that way. We better than that. Peace and blessings, and I will catch y'all in the next one.